Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Coach Ekong, and this is my weekly blog, New Vision for Your Nutrition, my unfiltered perspective, tips and advice on health. Today's topic is still fat. So I'm gonna actually do two parts of this. The first part is gonna be still fat at the gym, and the second part will be still fat in my personal life. And so today's topic is still fat at the gym. And where we're going with this today is basically speaking about the idea of people who are frequent members at the gym who are not losing weight, and some key ways, some key things that I see that are consistent and habitual that have caused what I believe the main reason they're not seeing results, not seeing success. So stay with me, let's get into it, all right? Yeah. So what I like to do is want to cover three of the main things that I see and I have seen in my time either working at the gym, front desk, back when I was like a front desk worker, as a trainer in the gym, or even as a manager when I was managing the gym. And these are the most, again, habitual patterns that I see from people who are dedicated to coming but yet are baffled by the lack of results they see whenever they spend months upon months in the gym. So we're just going to talk about what I would deem the top three reasons. Number three, routine update. So what do I mean by routine update? So likely when people come to the gym, especially people who are what I would deem maybe amateurs or novices coming to the gym, they come to the gym with the idea of doing the things that they normally see on TV. You'll see people do bench press. You may see people on like the cable machine, and they maybe the squat machine. They do what they basically seen on TV, and they try to mimic those moves. There's nothing wrong with that per se. The only issue with that is when you're doing these routines, you have to keep in mind that there has to also be changes. You have to update your routines. You have to kind of identify areas where you can increase the weight. You can increase the volume. You may decrease the weight. You have to play around with it. And so where I see a lot of the issues as far as when we're talking about routine and people not seeing success in the gym, I would say the number three reason on my top three is the routine stays exactly the same every single time they come in. And don't get me wrong, there will be a period of time where you will see growth as someone new to the gym. You'll definitely see growth because regardless of if you're doing the same thing or not, anytime you're challenging the body and you're breaking down muscle fibers, they're going to repair and you're going to see change. However, to see consistent change over a period of time, you have to update, switch it up, and kind of modify the routine. That's huge. The technique, as far as the angle of your body, your arms, how far you're pulling the range. If you're on the cable machine, how often you're locking out to full range. All those things matter. So that's number three. The number two reason that I see that people don't see change when they go to the gym on a frequent basis is focus. Now, there's two realms of focus, but the one I'm speaking of primarily is focus when it comes to the treadmill. Now, this may actually be something that people may disagree with me on, and I'm okay with that, because what I find is, for whatever reason, people on the treadmill like to not basically believe that they're on the treadmill. And but what I mean by that is they basically alter their mind and their thoughts to what's on TV. And whether they're walking, jogging, running, they're watching TV. And some people be like, well, that's great multitasking. However, in my opinion, I truly believe that aside from music, the only distraction that you should have is your thoughts. And in my opinion, there's an amount of focus I believe that you need to effectively work out and see results And a lot of times when you're focused on your shows, what I see when you're focused on shows, you're focused on the jokes or the captions and reading it, you're not focused on working out. You're not at an optimal level of giving your body the best chance to change. Again, whenever I've done or I've trained clients, we don't watch TV. We actually turn it off. You see the whatever the reflection of the screen is, you're looking at yourself, and of course they're not going to have music because they have my voice telling them to keep going as music. But if they have headphones or something, when I'm not training them, that's really the only thing I think is valuable and beneficial, because you still have your thoughts and you're focused on your body movement, your adjustments, your balance. Those things are super important because you want to be connected with making sure that you're not allowing your body to stay relaxed in any form or any fashion. And again, like I said, maybe there's some people that would disagree and say, well, you know what, coach, I feel like you're not allowing me to really multitask. I feel like I can do the same thing, run at the same speed, and basically get the same results whether I'm watching TV or not. And I just believe that your mindset is totally different when you're watching your favorite show. Lastly, the number one reason that I find that people are not successful in the gym, drum roll, the number one reason is socializing, man. It is one of the biggest issues. Now, mind you, anybody that knows me knows I'm an extrovert. I enjoy conversations, whether it be debates, whether it just be advice, discussions. I mean, I feel like I have knowledge to pass on to others, and so anytime someone has a question, especially in the gym, I'm always like very open to assist as much as I can. The problem is, and you guys see him coming a mile away, there's a social guy in the gym, and man, he's 30% there to work out, right? The rest of the time he's really there to try to, build more friendships. And I mean, he's barely sweating. He or she, I'm sure there's females as well. He or she is barely sweating. They're walking around, they're asking for a spot, and when they really don't need a spot, and as soon as you help them, they're like, hey, they're using it as an icebreaker to try to, talk to you about something, the weather or something, or they sit there and they're literally like eyeballing the whole scene, trying to figure out, okay, who can I talk to? And the worst thing about it is, like, you literally see like them, like, almost, even in my opinion, almost maybe doing too much. They're just doing too much. They're literally, waiting on a machine, and they don't want to do any of the machine, even though there's like similar machines like open and available. And so where I find myself, if I could, throw a tip out there, is, man, headphones have been my savior. And it sounds very, very rude, but I have to be honest that, sometimes even if my headphones are dead, I don't have any power in my headphones, I still literally, act like I put my Denzel face on. I get my Oscar, and act like, move, there's literally no music playing, but I play that role just so they know, like, I'm not, I'm oblivious to conversations at this time. And man, I honestly believe that the more that you can come and focus, do your work and get out, the better you will be, because those people who are at the gym constantly socializing, constantly trying to get people to, kind of connect with them and catch up with them. I mean, I've literally seen like at least half an hour worth of wasted time at the gym, just trying to be, buddy buddy. And like I said, the best advice I can give is, man, grab you some headphones, working or not, and utilize that and leverage that to your advantage, because where I see the greatest benefit is when you come in there focused, you got that mean mug, that face that says, hey, I'm here to work. especially me, like I'm a nice guy, smile. Everybody that knows me knows I like to smile. You see me at the gym, I look like I probably could be, you know, part of somebody's gang because I look like, don't look at me, don't bother me. I'm here to work. And I think that if you can kind of put that face on, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm always here to help, but if you can put that face on when you come in the gym and people know you're about business and people see you're grunting and you're pushing yourself to your limit, a lot of times unless they really need you either for a spot or they really need to ask a question about how long you're going to be, they're going to keep it really short. And so those are my top 3 reasons for people who are coming to the gym and not seeing results. Again, I am going to do a part 2 of just personal life. Hopefully this is informative. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please shoot me any comments or questions, or let me know you agree, disagree. Tell me how you feel. But always feel free to reach me, at Coach Ekung or at the Life Changer on any one of my social sites. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Y'all have a good one.